Hi, I'm Steve from Pragmasis. We're the manufacturers of the Protector range of boron steel high security chains. This is a brief video about our anti-pinch pin, which is another product that we manufacture and that might hopefully make it easier for you to use these chains. Now here we have a Protector 16mm chain. You can see this is a pretty bulky thing, and the 19mm is even bigger. So if you want to use these to get the benefits of the aspect that they're impossible to bolt crop, that's fantastic. But what if it won't fit through the space, such as through the frame on your motorbike? What do? A lot of people get around this by putting the chain through the wheel of the bike. Now that has the obvious disadvantage that a thief can simply remove the wheel and steal the rest of the bike, and that does happen. Another disadvantage with that approach is that it makes it very likely that the chain will end up on the floor, which again is making it easier to attack and playing into the hands of the thief. So what do? Maybe the anti-pinch pin will help. This is another of our products, and the idea is that it acts like a chain extender. The idea being one end of the chain goes onto the end of the pin goes through the frame of your motorbike or whatever object it might be. The chain then goes down, typically through the ground anchor underneath the bike, and the other end of the chain then comes back up on the other side of the bike, and the whole lot is locked together with this Squire SS65CS padlock. Like this, he says, trying to do it with one hand. So the pin has gone through the area where the space is at a premium, through the middle of the bike, and the chain is going through underneath the bike and through the ground anchor, and the whole lot is locked together with this specific padlock. Has to be that particular padlock. One brilliant option for bikes with single-sided swing arms is that the rear axle is often hollow, with a big enough hole to take the pin through there instead. Locking through the axle is equivalent to locking through the swing arm, and that is almost as good as locking through the frame. You have to take out the engine on a lot of bikes to remove the swing arm, so it really is not easy for a thief. This trick works with a lot of BMWs, Ducatis, Triumphs, MVs, etc. Be wary though of axles that narrow down inside part way through the axle. That's common on some Ducatis. A double whammy with this rear axle approach is that you can put both ends of the chain on the same end of the pin, and this allows you to use a shorter chain, which is not only cheaper but also easier to use. So in this situation you've got the chain going from the rear axle down through the ground anchor and straight back up again, and you can see that this 1 metre long chain is longer than it would typically need to be in that configuration. We offer a 0.8 metre chain, and you can also use a 0.7 metre even as well in some situations. Again, you've got the same idea with the same Squire padlock, locking the whole setup together. We can provide some heat shrink sleeving to protect the bike, but if it's going to go through a rear axle, most people don't bother, honestly. So there you go, that's the anti-pinch pin. If that idea helps you to keep the chain off the floor, to use a structural part of the bike, then it's making life easier for you and hindering the thief. And that's the way we like it.